club, y'all see what's happening. Y'all see what it is. Trump 2024. Hey, hold on. Trump!
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. You guys, we got to talk about all the Black support that Donald Trump is getting after the attempted you-know-what, where the man tried to take him out. You guys, I got to stick around this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you're going to want to watch this all the way to the end. It's educational. It's going to get you fired up. Now, let's get into it.
Hey, we all the club, y'all see what's happening. Y'all see what it is. Trump 2024. Hey, hold on. Trump!
So this next one, okay, they were rowdy row, but you see what people have figured it out. Like, okay, everything the deep state tries to do to Trump, it backfires. It makes him more popular, and then they attempted, you-know-what, where they tried to take him out. It didn't work, and it just didn't work. The only thing that Donald Trump came away with is an ear. He said a chunk of it was blown off. But they can reconstruct or do whatever they do with that. He has the means to get his ear looking exactly like the other one. You know what I'm saying? Thankful that's all that happened, because what could have, I don't even want to think about that. But I want to share with you this video right here. You guys, this is very educational. And it is so important that everybody sees this. And I hate to say it, but because Black people vote Democrat, please watch this. Watch this.
Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president. Lincoln wanted to free the slaves. Democrats fought a war to keep their slaves. Republican President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing all slaves in America. Democrat slave owners were furious. Lincoln made equality for all Black people part of the official Republican Party platform. Republicans wrote and passed the 13th Amendment, ending slavery forever in the United States. Most Democrats voted against it. Republicans wrote and passed the 14th Amendment and granted citizenship and equal protection under the law to former slaves. No Democrats voted for it. Republicans wrote and passed the 15th Amendment, allowing Black Americans the right to vote. No Democrats voted for it. The first Black senator was a Republican. The first Black member of the U.S. House of Representatives, a Republican and former slave. In fact, the first 23 African-American members of Congress were all Republican. While Republicans were electing Black people to Congress, the Democrats were founding the KKK. The KKK was founded in opposition to the Republican Party. The KKK dedicated itself to a campaign of violence against Republican leaders and voters, both Black and white. The KKK wanted white supremacy fulfilled through electing Democrats. Democrat states passed racist Jim Crow laws that dehumanized Black people. Republican President Dwight D. Eisenhower sent the National Guard to protect Black students, integrating into all-white schools in Little Rock, Arkansas. Who opposed this? The Democrats who ran that state. A segregationist Democrat ran for president every cycle until the 1980s. The Civil Rights Act outlawed discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, or sex. By percentage, more Republicans voted for the Civil Rights Act than Democrats. Republican President Nixon used federal powers to desegregate even more states. Black Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, nominated by George H.W. Bush. His son, George W. Bush, started an AIDS program that saved over 13 million lives, mostly in Africa. President Trump restored funding to historically Black colleges and universities. President Trump passed the First Step Act, achieving landmark criminal justice reforms. President Trump passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which featured opportunity zones, incentivizing long-term investments in low-income communities. Under President Trump, unemployment for Black Americans fell to the lowest number Americans have ever seen, and Black wages rose to the highest number in history. Meanwhile, Democrat governor of Virginia wears blackface multiple times and remains in office while Joe Biden tells me I am not Black unless I vote for him. So tell me, who are the real racists? Who wants to keep you in bondage? Be free. Live free. That is my right as an American.
Woo. Some education for us, right? See, a lot of people may not know that. And I think what the deal was, demon rats again were inventive. We got to make up something like the parties switched. And we're going to call it the Southern strategy. I did a video. I'll link it at the end of this one. No Southern strategy, no such thing. It was a lie. It was the Democrats trying to hide behind their racist history. And they're still the same party. How do you know? Because they destroy Black areas. Every Black city that has a Democrat that's been Democrat for decades is in the toilet. They are not for school choice. They want those kids to graduate not reading and doing math at grade level. And coincidentally, during slavery, the slave owners did not want their Black slaves to know how to read. So there's the similarity between the two. Also, the Democrat Party was a party of bigamy, which is just another form of sexual immorality. Now, fast forward to today, they're the party of everything alphabet and sexually debaucherous. They are. They're the same party. The party's never switched. They don't want school choice because they want the Black kids to be dumb. They do not want that. And in those Democrat areas, they use a Black Democrat politician to be over it so that the Black people will be fooled into voting Democrat, not realizing that nothing ever changed in their neighborhoods. Nothing ever changed in their schools. It's the overseer method that the slave owners use. They use a Black person back then in slavery times, to keep the other Black people subjugated. And that's what the Democrat Party does now, using Black Democrat politicians. That is what they've always done. That is what they are doing right now. It is time for us to wake up, smell the coffee, stop being asleep, get up, get the crust out of your eyes, be educated, know what's really going on, stop believing the fear-mongering and the lies coming from the left. They want you to think that the world will end if Donald Trump is reelected. It did not end when he was a president first time. So what would make you think it would all of a sudden end? That's just the demon rat strategy. Their strategy is to demonize the other person, because the Democrat Party is the racist party. They are, in fact, Jim Crow. They are, in fact, don't forget, Biden is the one that came up with all those crime laws. And I did a video on that. He said, we're going to arrest people for any and everything other than jaywalking. We're going to get them. And the way he talked about Black people, I know that was a long time ago, but just a few years ago, he said, if you got trouble figuring out whether or not you want to vote for me or Donald Trump, then you ain't Black. He said that. He said they're going to put you back in chains. So you guys, the media is working very hard to hide Jim Crow Joe's racist history and rhetoric. He's still doing it. He's still that same evil person, but he's just a feeble old man right now. So there's some sympathy that wants to be garnered. He said Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Donald Trump is not a threat to democracy. Things were better under Donald Trump, period. And they want us to forget that. It wasn't that long ago when Donald Trump was the president of these United States of America. So enough with the foolishness, not believing the lies. You're not going to stop me from voting for the one I'm going to vote for, which is Donald J. Trump. That's the end of it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you guys. Also, follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and X as ChatWithMeLindaB. Oh, and also on Patreon as well. Please visit me on Patreon. Everything is in the description below. I could use your support. And you can email me, chatwithmelindab@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to visit Childlight Candles. This is a Christian veteran-owned company. 25% of their profits go to veterans and their families. 100% of the products made here in America. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, the United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.